You guys go ahead and pass. I actually don't know where I'm going. Hi there, it's Tim, and today I'm going to be trying out the Emove scooter. I'm really excited about this. I've got a beautiful, beautiful place to go for a ride. Lochside Trail right here in Victoria, so I'm going to fire it up. It's got blinkers, it's got lights, it's got a huge battery, very comfy looking tires, and yeah, let me go for a ride with it and let you guys know what I think of it. You guys go ahead and pass. I actually don't know where I'm going. I know the trail's this way somewhere, but
yeah,
it looks a little bit like residential.
Yeah, if you follow this road, you'll see it.
Okay, cool. Cheers. Alrighty, well, so far, this is an amazing scooter. I am blown away. I'm actually right up here at Berryman Farms, which is actually, funnily enough, where I get my meat every week. Fabulous place if you live in Victoria and you don't know about it. Amazing butchers. So far, what have I noticed? Well, what I've actually noticed is that I was expecting, because it's a 600 watt motor, for it to be very similar to the 09, which is what I ride regularly. What I can share with you is that the speed, like if I put it in speed number 3 and I just give it the beans and just cruise along at that speed, just like its namesake, the Emove Cruiser is that. It is a cruiser. It sits at about 35 kilometers an hour and just eats the road. It is so smooth. I've had a few potholes on the trails, and it's been an absolute joy. The shocks are amazing. It feels so comfortable. The ride is very true. What I mean by that is if you're in a straight line, it's going to stay in that straight line. I am absolutely delighted. The deck is enormous. The little horn, it works perfectly fine. It's not super loud. It's not like there are other ones that are crazy loud. Yeah, the comfort that I have on this is very high. It is not a top speed type thing. I love the stability, this style of locking mechanism for the handlebars. I much prefer. It's much simpler. It feels, on the 09, these always feel a little bit loose. This feels rock hard and ready to go. Dual brakes, power. I am absolutely delighted with this. So I'm gonna keep riding, and yeah, come with me, and I'll give you a full review a little bit later. I am simply blown away by this scooter. It is absolutely delightful, and for what I would use a scooter for, which is right around town and just enjoying a nice ride. The battery in this thing is humongous, which means that the ride distance, you don't have any headaches. The position of the hands, really comfortable. Dual brakes, and the ride is just fabulous. This is just incredible. And I'm glad I didn't bring cash, because I think I could have eaten a lot of those cookies. It's the next day. So a funny thing happened on the way back. I packed up the scooter, put it back in the trunk of the car, driving back down to Victoria, and then it occurred to me, I've Ride the Glide closed for the day, sure enough. So I've got the scooter for another few hours here. I'm gonna just scoot back now. They've just opened up, and I'll drop it off. But I do want to say a special thank you to Ride the Glide. Sorry I didn't get it back to you right after work, before work closed. They're terrific people, very understanding. The scooter's been an absolute treat. I'm going to share with you one other thing that I was thinking about this morning when I was riding it through some of these shady spots. You got your sunglasses on, and maybe your sunglasses are great when it's bright and sunny, but when you go under the trees, sometimes those bumps you don't see. A couple of times yesterday that happened, where I hit one of those big bumps or divots or holes in the ground, and the scooter absolutely ate those up. It was fantastic. So big thumbs up for the ride and the suspension. It was very comforting knowing that I wasn't going to be coming off the scooter, and for that it was really nice, because sometimes, you know, you brace yourself on a scooter, you'll, you know, bend your knees and just get yourself ready to go for the bumps, but if you don't see the bumps, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. So anyway, thought I'd share that with you. I'm off to ride the Glide to drop off this amazing scooter. Alrighty, so brass tacks, who is this scooter for? This scooter is pretty much for anybody that's looking for a very long range scooter. The battery is enormous. I have heard that this thing will do 100 kilometers, so that's about 60 miles. That's I've actually seen one person do over 100 kilometers, and that's just staggering to me. But if you're somebody that has a commute and you like to go about 30-35 kilometers an hour, maybe a little bit slower, you're not, you know, hair on fire type shot. Yeah, if you're somebody that likes to basically just cruise, just like the namesake says, it is absolutely perfect. As you know, I happen to have a 09. I love the 09. It's certainly lighter. Certainly doesn't have nearly the range. About 24 kilometers is the maximum I've ever had on the 09. But the Emove Cruiser has been by far and away probably the best scooter I've ever actually tried, for my purposes. So I'm a very big guy. I'm about 6 feet tall, 275 pounds, and this thing had no problems taking me around Victoria at 35 kilometers an hour, like just no problem. Ate up all the bumps. As I said, I think this is probably the best scooter I've ever tried. So if that's the type of scooter you're interested in getting into, if that's the sort of thing, it's not cheap by any stretch, but the build quality is just next level. I felt really comfortable on the bike lanes, on the the roads, hitting the bumps, going into corners. The tires are the right size. The tires are tubeless motorcycle grade tires. So, you know, you're not going to get the punctures, you're not going to get the problems you're going to have with cheaper scooters. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're wearing a helmet. And yeah, I just highly recommend this scooter. It's amazing. As I said, probably the best scooter for me that I've ever ridden. Cheers.